Well, good afternoon, everyone. Again, I'm Dee Person, the Assistant Director with the Arizona Coalition for Military Families. This is our closing session, so thank you for staying strong and finishing out these 2 wonderful days with us. I want to thank our title sponsors. We're going to go through these pretty quick. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, Access, and you've learned so much about all these organizations. Again, all of our many sponsors. I know what you guys want to get to. You want to get to the raffles. And I want to take a moment here to thank our planning committee for our symposium. So if you had a good time, if you learned something, please, a round of applause. We do have something special for every one of those planning committee members, and I know Amanda will be finding you if she hasn't already. And I also want to take a moment, as Heidi has stepped out, but to thank Heidi Lindsay, who did a fantastic job. She was our coordinator, and we do have a special gift for Heidi as well. She's been working tirelessly on this for months, so be careful, you may be recruited to join our team next year. We have a lot of fun, but you can see how many people it takes, and again, it's truly a collaborative effort. Be Connected, Arizona Coalition for Military Families, that's what we're about, is bringing everyone together in the room, having a seat at the table. And this list is just inclusive of all of our partners, state, federal, and nonprofits. There she is. We have a special gift for you, so we want to acknowledge you for all of your great work. Yes, so thank you again. One more round of applause for Heidi. Yeah. That's what we were, that's absolutely. Okay, we want to thank all of our presenters. We had such a diverse group, again, representing our ecosystem of support here in Arizona. Our exhibitors for bringing the great swag and the energy, so tabling with us these last 2 days, and of course our volunteers, so thank you to everyone for that. So this is the fun part. So we have a couple microphones, and we just want to know, how has the symposium helped you? So does anyone want to share or have some questions they want to speak about? How has the symposium helped you to be connected these last 2 days? Go ahead. I know you can project your voice, but we'll get that mic to you, Miss Kathy.
Hi, Kathy Gallowitz. I'm fairly new to the state, been here about 3 years, Air Force veteran, and it's just so great to meet people that I've seen on Zoom only, like Joy, and just, connect with so many leaders of veteran advocate organizations. And I just want to thank you all for your warm welcome and for your enthusiasm, what you do for our military-connected Arizona. It's just been a great social and educational and professional experience. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I've been in the job for 2.5 months. Cool. So, I went from grassroots, and I talked yesterday about the usual suspects, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to get that expansion of the usual suspects. So you're actually, and I'm sitting here with Shay, and she's telling me all the stuff what my people do. I'm like, what? Every day is like, we do that too? Holy smokes. So I love it, and I'm like, I want to, and I don't know how to say no, so my folks have to go, you can't be there too. I need you to calm that down. So I just want to thank you for your public servants, and I love it. And if I could sit down with each and every one of you, I would doggone do it. But I want to see you in action. That's something that I like. I like to be there with you, and you can show me what you do, and I'm like, what? What gap, what are you trying to close there? Get me to the right desk, and we're going to doggone get that fixed for you. But I'm just grateful for you, and we've got to check on each other every doggone day. And so I'll be floating around. As soon as I got appointed, I was like, really? I'm thinking about where I started way back in high school, and I knew I wanted to be an Army officer. I wanted to be a career Army officer, and all the things you've got to go through. And when I left, it was a medical retirement for me. So it devastated me to leave. And I was trying to find my way. And I'm glad I found my way to you. That is so cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Director Allman. We're so glad to have you. Anyone else? I saw some hesitant hands.
Hi, I'm Noel Cumberland. I'm with Davis Monthan Air Force Base Military and Family Readiness Center. We've worked with Arizona Coalition for quite a while, but I had no idea how expansive the services we could potentially be working with you on were. So I took a ton of notes. I spent the last 2 days scribbling madly in my little notebook. I'm going to try to translate that to English when I get back to work. But I just want to say thanks for all of the resources that I got to learn about. The way I was able to interact with folks has been an amazing couple of days. So thank you.
Thank you. And we had one more, I think, in the back. I saw another hand.
I can project. I don't need the microphone. I'm Titus Blake. I am the mayor of a town that's probably smaller than most all of your homeowners associations. 647 people on the Arizona-New Mexico border. Duncan, if you've ever heard of it. I'm an Army veteran. Grew up in the small community out there in Safford and have lived there, work in the Morenci mine. But my interest is in starting an own foundation in the area to try to help with the mental health issues in our area. One of the things we talked about in one of the sessions was as rural veterans have one of the highest rates of suicide. And I can attest to that because I know 5 personally in the last year. So being here today has really helped me see that regardless of our location in the state, there are expansive resources that I thought I knew about, I thought I was aware of because, you know, I've been in the VA system for 14 years now and have my own issues, but it's great to see the expansive abilities and the knowledge and that I don't have to be an expert in everything and the people around me don't have to be, but I know somebody who is and I know who to call now. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I'm hoping that you are walking away with some people to share some best practices with, and again, more resources to connect with. So thank you. I think we had a few more in the back.
Hi, I'm Diana Crane. I'm with Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona. And I also got medically retired way earlier than I expected to. So I understand that loss of career. And now to get to help veterans find employment, but also just through this 2 days of now having so many more resources to offer to veterans that come in to seek services from us, and now to be able to offer so many more options to them as well. So thank you for that.
And thank you for sharing. Absolutely. Anyone else? All right. So you see our second question then. What would you like to see happen next year in your organization or community? Have we thought that? Are we so focused, right, on what we learned today, these last 2 days?
I was going to say, I just was thinking, this has been such an amazing thing that we have in our state, and how lucky are we that we have it. I work at a college, and I work with a lot of students that are online across the nation, and there's a lot of places that don't have such a wonderful network like we do here in Arizona. So some way to connect and to expand our network and connect with other states and make it even more connected nationwide.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you. And that is one thing that we do as an organization here. We do technical assistance with the other 50 states and territories to share what our model is, knowing that it's not one size fits all. But I know Thomas and Nicola have gone across the country, spoken to every state to talk about that and offer, and territories again, to offer their guidance of, hey, this is how we did it. This may be a good starting point to bring everyone to the table. So excellent point. So that's what we'd like to be next year, have more states, right, doing this work collaboratively. Oh, okay.
Hi. One of the things that I would love to see in our rural Mojave County is to see the early screening for the stand-downs to help veterans get those legal services and get connected to them prior to the stand-down.
Excellent. So who did you network with that is going to help lead the way? Because that's what it takes, ladies and gentlemen, right? We got to speak with David today, Hinsey, and doing that in the Maricopa County, and he has said he'll offer guidance on how he's made it work. So if you can get the team of people who are ready to do it, we want this to be a statewide initiative for the legal screenings prior to a stand down, so our veterans can get those situations remedied and they don't have to just go for that legal assistance necessarily. So great point. Thank you. Any other?
Yeah, my name is Erica Leffler. I work for the Phoenix VA. I'm the Community Mental Health Liaison. I'm not necessarily going to answer your question, Dee, but I do want to invite everybody out to the Mental Health Summit that's going to be held October 19th at the 32nd Street VA. We'll hopefully be, crossing off a lot of the things with regards to talking about, isolation, dignity in serving veterans, what it is that we've been doing in FY23 with regards to serving veterans at the VA. So, look out for those save the dates. The Mental Health Summit itself will be Northern Arizona, Southern Arizona, and obviously the Phoenix VA. Part of it will be virtual, and then the rest of it will be in person. So again, like I said, please look out for that date, and I hope to see many of you guys there. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, erica.leffler@va.gov.
Thank you, Erica.
And we will all be there.
Yes.
ACMF family will be there supporting.
Absolutely. Anyone else? All right, we're getting ready for one more.
Hey, Dee. Hey, this is Chappie with the Arizona Trail Association's VETS program. I would love to see more alternative therapies, like the work that I do in the outdoors. There's so many different organizations, coalition partners that provide services for veterans that are all based in the outdoors. And I think we can all agree that nature is the perfect prescription. And we have to have a stronger voice in that regard, and hopefully the folks on the Hill will hear it soon so it can be prescribable at the VA level. So love to see that, Dee. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Great point. I know our whole health is really working on some integrative things and have been innovative in many ways. So absolutely, we need those community partners too to get involved, and that's what Chappie and his group does with the Arizona Trail. So again, looking for information on that, again, check that group out. Anyone else? Okay, I don't want to cut any great suggestions off. April 17th, ladies and gentlemen, and 18th. Put it in your calendar. That is our symposium for next year, April 17th and 18th, 2024. We are excited for you guys to join us again in person. It's been a fabulous 2 days. Thank you for being a part of our ecosystem and being champions for our military veteran community. Travel safely, everybody.